when we play fingerstyle, we do not want the pinky of the right hand to be curling. And it will curl in the beginning, especially every time you use your ring finger. So I want to talk about how to get your pinky to be as independent as possible from your ring finger. Now, when we play, and we're finger picking like this, or like this, the pinky will move a little bit with the ring, depending on how fast you're playing. Okay? If I'm playing a tremolo, you'll see my pinky move along with the ring finger, but it's moving along with it, but it's not tensing in terms of curling like this, which would mean that a muscle in the forearm is very much contracting. So we want to get the ability to not have it curl. You certainly don't want it curled all the time while you're playing, which can easily happen to people. So here's a little routine. You do this a couple minutes every day. It'll take a couple of weeks, but you'll start to develop a nice independence. And so what you do is, first you make sure your pinky's nice and loose like this, okay? And do this with it. Get a feeling for how the pinky moves around and how it moves from that joint, the difference between that and sticking it out like this and curling it like that. Get a feeling for that. Then make it nice and loose and hold it. And with your hand in a cup position, just swing your ring finger like this above the strings. And keep the pinky as still as you can. And then from there, go and touch the string with your ring finger. Do the nail back technique here, where you place the nail back on like the third string. That's the best thing to do. You'll make a very light note. So after you swing it above, making no sound, then you make a very light note, placing very little force on the string. That keeps the tension reaction of the pinky small. Then apply a little more force. Get a louder note. Okay. It's also good to just press with the ring finger and relax this part of the hand as much as you can. So you want to do that too. Okay, so that's kind of like the first step. Now the second step is you don't hold the pinky. And in position, you just swing like this. Okay, keeping the pinky as still as you can. You might activate the pinky and do that with it, push it outward before you swing the ring. And then again, swing the ring, keep the pinky from curling, and then play very light notes, even lighter than that, maybe like that. And then gradually increase the volume and try to keep the pinky, try to keep it as outward as you can. Like that. And good. So you're putting more and more pressure on the pinky, and also push against with your ring and just extend the pinky like this, even moving it around like this, like teaching the pinky to move by itself while the ring finger's pressed on is very useful. Okay, and you could also, if you wanted to take some kind of pattern, maybe try to keep that pinky. You have to kind of activate it first. Keep it like that. But like I said, it's not terrible if it does move. It's going to move. But as long as it's not curled, because moving along like this from that joint is very different than curling from those joints. So that's okay like that. And all the other fingers, of course, are going to be staying nice and close. All right? So that's the routine that you use for gaining control of the pinky.